Hey fasters, time for another video. Losing weight requires you to burn more calories than you eat in a day. This means you have to keep a record of your daily calories and need to be really conscious of what you are eating. But is this not a tedious task? I mean, who wouldn't want to enjoy their food instead of counting calories that it contains? However, intermittent fasting is an easier way to lose weight by focusing on when to eat rather than what to eat. People following intermittent fasting often do not count their calories, but is that even a good idea? What if you end up eating more than 2,000 calories daily? Boom! All efforts in vain. But you might ask yourself, how can I have more calories when I'm eating only a few hours a day? This is mind-boggling, I understand, and this video will clear up your mind. In today's video, I'll explain if you have to make an extra effort to count your calories or go on an intermittent fasting schedule without counting the calories. In fact, I have compiled both the pros and cons of calorie counting with intermittent fasting so that you can make a wise decision. Before we get started, welcome to All About Fasting. My name is Christian and I've been practicing intermittent fasting for 4 years now. In this channel, I feature intermittent fasting and natural weight loss content so you can live the best life possible. If that sounds exciting to you, tap the subscribe button so you won't miss my weekly videos. I'd love to have you part of our community. So let me start with the pros first, because good things should be prioritized. Number 1. Calorie counting provides you the sense of accountability. Logging every meal you eat during the non-fasting window helps you keep track of your ingesting food. This might not sound easy, but it is an integral part of body transformation. It teaches you portion control, allows you to have healthier food choices, and instructs you on how many calories you should eat a day. It is recommended that women should eat 500 calories and men 600 calories during their fasting window. For example, if you eat daily except for Tuesdays and Fridays, then you eat 2 small meals of 300 calories for men and 250 calories for women, creating a calorie deficit for those 2 days. Some people prefer to have a clear start and finish eating 2 meals without snacking in between. It becomes easier for them to just calculate their calories and have fulfilling meals in their eating window. Meal planning and scheduling of calories are totally up to one's choice. Number 2. It helps you develop a positive attitude. Tracking your calories can help you identify which eating pattern needs change in order to lose your weight. Additionally, if you consume a calculated number of calories daily, your body utilizes those calories to convert them into energy. But if you exceed your calorie intake, then the excess calories are converted into fat and get stored around your belly, thighs, and other body parts. That's where calorie counting can significantly vary up your weight loss game. Furthermore, research evidence suggests that abstaining from food for a good 10 to 12 hours improves your cognitive ability, sleep patterns, and reduces the risk of brain damage. Lastly, restricted caloric intake is associated with longevity as it delays aging to make you look young. All of these and many more can lead you to have positive behavioral changes and adopt healthy habits. Number 3. Calorie counting empowers you to make better food choices. Being mindful of the number of calories you chug in leads to better food choices, as it helps you distinguish between nutrient-rich and nutrient-deficient food items. At one point in my intermittent fasting journey, I did practice calorie counting so I can make wiser choices as time passed by. I used the app called MyFitnessPal when I worked with a fitness coach so I can log my meals. It did help me track what exactly was wrong with my food choices. And then, my coach helped me tweak out the unhealthy food to get maximum results. Anyone attempting to lose weight should focus more on nutrient-dense food items like veggies, whole grain, fruits, nuts, and others, as well as dairy and lean protein, and stay far away from processed food that might offer some good flavor but does not help to lose weight. Additionally, processed food can create sugar spikes in no time, increasing the level of insulin in your blood. High insulin means a stop to the fat-burning process and increases fat storage. Only you can put a stop to this. How, you ask? By making healthier food choices. On a side note, let me know your favorite source of healthier fats in the comments. Salmon, tuna, peanut butter, or something else. Maybe we can start a discussion. Number 4. It promotes workout. I would consider this a massive advantage of calorie counting. For someone who does not like working out, it is very difficult to convince yourself to exercise every time you had a cheat meal. Fortunately, with calorie counting, you would not have to put extra effort into convincing yourself because the success of counting calories is totally dependent on how well you burn your calories. What else is the better way to burn your calories than exercise? If you're wondering if doing strenuous exercise is okay with intermittent fasting, then let me tell you, yes, it is okay. Along with burning fat, exercise will help you digest food quickly, absorb maximum energy, and improve insulin sensitivity. Hence, calorie counting is your easier doorway to reap these benefits. Now what about some cons of calorie counting? Number 1. Calorie counting with intermittent fasting can cause nutritional deficiency. One drawback of the weight loss journey is that it often leads people to cut down necessary vitamins, good carbs, and healthier fats, resulting in nutrient deficiency. Nutrient deficiency is a common problem you can experience when following intermittent fasting. This can cause fatigue, mood changes, and irritability. With calorie counting, the problem can aggravate because it is easier to be tempted to cut on the essential nutrients in order to have fewer calories. However, this is definitely not a good idea. Instead of cutting down on essential nutrients, you should decrease your intake of processed sugar and unhealthy fats. Besides causing harm to your health, these sources add incredibly to the calories as well. Number 2. It can affect your mental health. No, I'm not kidding. Calorie counting can actually cause obsessive behavior. This might sound unusual, but qualified nutritionist Eliza Ramsey, MSRD, confirms that people who are always thinking about their diet, losing weight, and counting calories eventually experience orthorexia. Orthorexia has to do with being obsessed with eating healthy food, to the extent that it leads one to cancel hangouts and social outings in fear of going astray through their diet regimens. This obsession with healthy food causes unexpected mental and social behavior changes, increasing anxiety, decreasing ability to socialize, and depression when left untreated. That is why it is essential to watch your behavior, count your calories, but make sure it does not cause harm to your mental health. Number 3. It disconnects you from your body. Fewer calorie intake can cause dizziness, headaches, lightheadedness, and nausea. These are signs and an indication that your body needs more than what you are providing it. But the obsession with counting calories can cause you to ignore these signs. You might be proudly counting your calories and think everything is alright when your body is experiencing a severe caloric deficiency. It is essential to pay attention to these cues to help your body survive. Number 4. It takes great patience and may leave you exhausted. Fasting alone is a tough job. Counting calories with intermittent fasting means taking this job to a whole new level of tough. Logging every bite can make your life tiring. I mean, you would have to think 10 times before taking your favorite snack, even in the non-fasting window. You might go like, oh boy, I gotta enter the calories first. This might provide you control over what you eat, but calorie counting sucks the joy of the food in the long term. You might feel like being a robot who eats to survive only and does not care about other flavors. It can also put a snag in your social life since it becomes difficult for you to count calories at a restaurant. Now let's be honest, most of our social gatherings occur over food and drinks. While you are already exhausted because of fasting, this add-on of counting calories can make your gathering more monotonous. Okay, that's it for the pros and cons. What do you think is better for you? Counting calories or no counting? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. In the bottom line, I would suggest that if you're going with calorie counting, you need to remember that moderation is the key. Knowing the cons of calorie counting, you should know that your top priority is to listen to your body signals. If you're feeling low and weak, tweak your calorie planning to stay fit throughout your journey. In fact, I have 3 great tips for you to have a balanced lifestyle with intermittent fasting and calorie counting. Tip number 1. Eat balanced meals. Make sure you are eating nutrient-rich meals that offer good carbs, a rich number of proteins, and healthy fats, along with essential vitamins and minerals. Tip number 2. Do not wait too long to eat when your body cannot handle it. When you keep yourself hungry for a prolonged period, you end up overeating, which will not help you lose weight. And finally, tip number 3. Weigh yourself once a week. If the number on the scale is too high, then you need to recalculate your calories. If you're new to intermittent fasting, watch this video on the top 10 tips to help you be successful. Yep, that video on the right.